What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop. Let's roll.
Yeah, great fire.
When the one is shaking, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupe or gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. When the one is shaking, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupe or gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band lines in the air, throwing signals.
Thousand on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. Happy Thursday. Last day of the games. All-Star Weekend is here. I'm definitely super happy I get to take a little break. Even though we missed like 4 days since the NBA season. Might even be 5, but that's not bad at all. If you ask me, that's PDD, which is pretty damn decent. And we still got to win a record, even though we've been having some bumps and bruises lately. And again, this is the first time of me trying to do, what the professionals do. Challenge. Shouts to my nigga JaY BriggS, who I always tag in the video. And you still got the belt. I mean, you ain't gonna let no rinky dink, person that ain't no professional take the belt, right? And I'm being funny, but I'm not. And again, we rock with Jay over here, even though sometimes when I be leaving my little comments on his page, they be blocking my shit off. Come on now. Quick recap. It's only 5 games in the books today, and we're gonna get right to all of them. But first, quick recap. Yesterday, all 15 games on the slate. We went 8-7. Winning record, but as far as the locks, we gave out 6, we gave out 5, and then we gave out the play of the day. We lost the play of the day, which was the Indiana Pacers. Should have made Boston the play of the day. I thought Indiana would come and beat up on one of the worst teams in the league, and they didn't. Quick couple of notes. I knew the Magic was going to finally bounce back. That was a play we had right. Had Cleveland, had Atlanta win against my New York Knicks. I'm not a homer. Denver Nuggets we had as a lock. Golden State Warriors, after I did the show, etc. I don't have no Patreon or nothing like that. I'm not active on Twitter all day. I said, you know what? Fucking the Mavericks is going to win. So that's a game that we realized we went the wrong way on. And also the Los Angeles Lakers. When I looked at this is why I look at it, even though it doesn't really mean too much in the overall grand scheme of things. When you go look at CBS Sports app, that's what I'm looking at now. As opposed to FanDuel, ESPN Sports and DraftKings, Caesars. CBS Sports app, unless it's just a lie, they'll show you, like, when you go to the odds. Like, I'm looking at the Golden State game. We'll talk about that in a minute. And yesterday, I think it was like 93% money line and with the spread for the Lakers. I'm saying, yeah, they did blow them out in L.A. Luka first game. Now everybody, including myself, while I was doing the show, you automatically think that, just because they in Utah, now the spread is 9, they're going to blow them out. And no, they're going to get blown out. They got their ass spanked. And I know it don't really mean nothing to them. It's like the last game before the All-Star weekend. They still are going to have to address those defensive, deficiencies. What else we got before we get to today's game? Had Phoenix, not a lot, but just saying the games that we had right. We went 9-7. 8-7. Had Phoenix, they lost, but they didn't lose by that spread, even with Booker and Bradley Beal out. And that's how the game goes when you bet. So that's just wanted to throw that out there. Real quick, our overall record now is 4-15, 4-1. Far as the locks, not from Yonkers, we won 81. We won 77. We only 4 games above 500, but it's still not a loss. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take it. We could be way under 500, but we're not. As far as the play of the day, which we started December 19th, because we dropped yesterday, we are now 29-23, still 6 games above 500, so I'll take it. With that said, let's get to today's games. First game up, we got the Golden State Warriors out on the road at the Houston Rockets. Houston Rockets given 1.5, and I like Golden State, and the reason why I like Golden State, when you go back and you look at the history, even including this year, Golden State has Houston number. They just do, at least as of late. I know they played yesterday. They both did. Steph and them played a tough game against Dallas. Kyrie went off super crazy. Jimmy Butler still working it out, kind of deferring as he should to Steph. And Steve Kerr, he came out yesterday after the game like, yo, they booked us at the last minute, which I don't understand that part. Even though after the in-season tournament, they end up having to play them real quick after they beat them. So again, he like, now we got to go play Houston tomorrow. So it was looking like they wasn't going to play their players. But when you look at RotoWire, and I refreshed a few times because the game's starting at 8, it's 6:40 right now. We in real time. Let me refresh again just before I make this an official bet. As of right now, Golden State don't got nobody out. And also, Fred VanVleet, he's still out. Although Houston was down, falling, they did win 2 back-to-back, but they didn't cover against against Phoenix, and they didn't cover against I want to say Toronto. Let me just check real quick. So they haven't been covering, and we had them against Toronto, right? Yeah, they played. They was given I think 9 or 8.5 to Toronto. They only won by 7. So with that being said, I'm going with Golden State tonight. I think they come out and they get a victory. Next game up, we ain't gonna make this video long. 7-16 up. We got the Sacramento Kings out on the road at the Pelicans. We just seen this game yesterday. I had the Pelicans yesterday, and for a minute, it looked like they was going to keep it close, if not win the game. Then at the last, weighing of the game, they ended up letting them cover by, I think they won by 8. Tonight they giving 8.5. Zion not going to play tonight, and I'm going to take the Pelicans again back-to-back. I'm just going to take the Pelicans again back-to-back. I know it's no Zion, but this be the game they even win straight up, which I'm not going to bet that they do, but I am going to take the 8.5 points with me. So I like the Pelicans. Next game up, 8-minute mark. We got Miami out on the road at Dallas. Like I said, Dallas yesterday, they played a hell of a game, and we figured it out after we got off the channel. But I like Miami tonight. I think they come in and they win. They played yesterday too. One of the toughest teams as far as home check, Hollistein, S.A.M. driving to the basket, and they was winning the game for a minute. The spread was 13.5, and we had OKC yesterday. That was another game we had right out of the 8 that we won. I'm like, shit, Miami gonna win straight up today? Nah, they ain't gonna win straight up. Sure enough, I'm checking the spread, doing different things. OKC's marching the wooden soldiers, coming back. I look up again, I turn like, oh shit, they have 12 with like a minute and change left, and ultimately they covered the spread. I think Miami bounced back. I think Dallas, they still dealing with a lot of injury, and I know Clay came out, had a good game yesterday. Kyrie had a good game yesterday. They all playing through a lot of injuries. I think it catches up to them today, and I'm going with Miami. Next game, 9-14. We got OKC. We just spoke about out on the road at Minnesota. Minnesota was playing Milwaukee. We had Milwaukee yesterday. No Dame Lillard, no Giannis, and guess what? Oh, they still gonna win by 1. And I know a lot of y'all who took Minnesota, especially money line. You like, nah, they definitely can win money line. Nah, they're gonna lose. And that's how it goes. And that's why, without getting too long-winded, I always say when they take out players or when players come back, it's not a guarantee that they're gonna win. Especially when players come back. A lot of times they lose the first game and they win the second game, or vice versa. And the same thing with taking the players out. Oh, no Giannis? No day. Well, who the fuck they gonna have stop Ant-Man in them, and they're gonna win outright. Today, now they getting 9. OKC is the best team in the NBA record-wise, or it might be still Cleveland, but they up there, right, in the West and the East. Minnesota already lost to them, 113-105 back in December, I want to say. Could have been November too, but I think it is December. I'm not going to even check, but I know they did beat them by 8. Julius Randle had 10 in that game, or 11, 6 and 6, because I did go back and look. DaVincio, he had 10, 4 and 5. So they are missing those players. Mike Conley is game time decision. Rudy Gobert's game time decision. I think both will play, and I'm going to take my chances with Minnesota not losing back-to-back at home. I think they probably will lose, but giving me 9 at home, I'm going to take the 9, especially OKC coming off losing. Then you got to go on, I think what they wanted, a 28-6 run. You know how much defense you got to play to do that? That's going to make you tired. To score and to play defense, and then back-to-back consecutive possessions where they only scored, like when I looked at it, I'm like, damn, they only scored 6 points. I think it was like 6-20 at the time. And then, like I said, they just kept scoring and scoring, but you also got to stop them. So for that reason, even though they both won back-to-back, Minnesota is at home. OKC did have to travel. And even though I think only SA is going to be in the All-Star, festivities, I don't think nobody else on his team. And he's been carrying the heavy load. I think they win. I think Minnesota covers the spread. Last game of the night, 11:49 mark. This is just for the people that catch the timestamps later. We got LA Clippers out on the road at Utah. Both back-to-back games. Clippers looked like they wasn't going to cover yesterday. Then they end up beating Memphis Grizzlies. They own Utah Jazz, and with the Utah Jazz getting that big victory yesterday, and now they're getting 9.5 at home, a lot of people probably going to be jumping on them. Let's check real quick. Like I told y'all, you go to the odds. So right now it's looking like 86% is on Clippers money line, and 57% is on the Clippers with the spread. I like the Clippers to win. Although this is a revenge game for Utah, it's back-to-back home games. They didn't have to travel either. I think Clippers is the better team. I don't think nobody on their team. Maybe Harden is on the All-Star. It's definitely Norman Powell got snubbed. Kawhi, he ain't playing enough games. So I think the only one that is on the All-Star is James Harden. I think they come out tonight, do what they got to do, Hulk smash, and they win. With that said, let's get to the locks real quick. No music. It's only 5 games, and we're not going to be greedy today. Play of the day for me is the LA Clippers. I think they're going to come out, Hulk smash, Utah, and we're going with Miami as a lock. So it's 5 games. We're giving out 2 plays. Miami as a lock. Play of the day is the LA Clippers. Let me know who you like. Let me know who you taking. Let me know what you think I'm bugging out at. Of course, I appreciate you for rocking with me. All I ask is that you hit the like button for the algorithm. But y'all know what it is. It's your guy, POVKS. Y'all was just tuned in. POVKS TV, NBA, picking with Pop. We live, we rolling. We all unscripted. We authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid. Let's get some money today.